Look, she's there. Look. She's there. Leilaka. Leilaka. Come and say hello. Hello. She's too busy. Hi everyone, welcome to the live. Hello, hello. I'm just going to take a sip of my cold tea. So I can start drinking from my hot tea. Oh my goodness, the cups of tea that I drink cold. Yeah. Always forget to drink them. Hello, hello. Hi, everyone. Yes, Bridget, the beach was very busy here too. I went to the beach this afternoon. Oh my goodness, it was so busy. Yeah. Hello, everyone. How are we doing? Hello, hello. Finally, we've got some nice weather here in the UK. And as you know, we live close to the beach, so yes, I took my crochet and I packed it in a bag and I put my bikinis on and I went to the beach because I love it. And it was so nice and warm, and it was really good to just soak it all up basically. I did get something done. So I'm really happy with that. And yeah, we're doing really well. I'm not going to say any more. Zip. Hey Joke, ja, ik woonde ook vroeger in België natuurlijk en nu naast de zee. Het is geweldig, echt waar, geweldig. So, hi everyone and welcome to the live. Oh my goodness, I've seen so many of you lovely people here already. All the names that are there every week. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you for watching my videos, for making my projects, for always being so enthusiastic, for always, loving the projects that I make, because I make what I fancy basically, or what I can get my head around. And I am so grateful that you love all those projects. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And of course, thank you for being here today. Sandra van den Haspel from Australia. Oh my goodness. Yes, and I've seen Vanita as well. She's from India. Hi, Ingrid. She's from South Africa. We've got people from the UK, obviously. Teresa from Alabama. There's Angel from San Diego. Oh my goodness. Yes, Julie, I don't want to. I guess they know what it is that we're doing because, we do start quite a long way ahead. I like things to be tested, so it takes a long time, and I think they will. I don't have to say, surely, what we've been doing. So, there we go. Oh my goodness, Yoga, that's fantastic. She wants to learn to crochet so she can make the Venice cardigan. Isn't that amazing? I hope you like the tutorial, and I hope that you like the way I do my wearable tutorials, where I don't sort of say so many stitches for that, so many stitches for that size. I do them in my size, and then I tell you how I did it so you can do it as well, so you make it to your size. Of course, if you want a standard size, you can just make mine and then deviate from that if it's too big or too small, and that's how I work. And also, I hope you enjoyed the Venice vlog that I did. So I made a lookbook almost for Venice. I took all the footage that I had and I put it in one video. Now, I have to say, Dirk has a knack of just talking to me. Whenever I press record, he starts talking, right? And generally, we're talking to each other, obviously, in Dutch, but not only that, in our local dialect. So it's really not nice the way we speak, but it's our dialect. But this time in Venice, I was like, I was prepared to like put music to it and to, to make sure that he would, nobody would know that we were talking to each other or whatever it was about. And this time there was very little of that. I mean, only in 2 or 3 places I had to, do a little bit of a correction there because he was talking to me. But I was so surprised. So yes, he he behaved really well. And so yes, I think I asked the moderators, would you like the sights and the sounds from Venice, or just the sights and music? And they wanted the sounds as well. And although I love that, sometimes, of course, with the wind, that played a big thing as well. You're going to have to, understand that, yes, look, there is wind, and the way I film, I can't stop that from going into my, camera. So, yeah, so I hope you will appreciate that, and I hope you will just, put it on when you're crocheting, have it on in the background, and just, where is she gone now? And just enjoy it. I love having something like that on in the background. I always have done, like with the Lizzie film. Remember we did the Lizzie blanket because I had that film on in the background all the time to keep me company almost. So I'm thinking maybe that Venice lookbook could keep you company as well, could take you on an armchair holiday, and could, just give you a little bit of an idea what it's like in other parts of the world, and could give you just some background while you're crocheting. So I hope that you'll enjoy watching that. Yes, Francis. Yeah. But the dialect that sort of that you've grown up with is always different from like the next street even. Oh, Alison, fantastic. I am so happy that you've been able to enjoy that, knowing that you can't travel like that. You felt like you were there. Fantastic. Yes. Yeah, Janie, he is doing changes. He's making changes on the website to make it look a little bit more, professional or swish or whatever you might call it. But yeah, slowly but surely, he's working on it. So thank you, Vinita. Thank you. Oh yes, I tried. I mean, I tried. I need lessons in how to comb your hair because I'm not very good at it. Yes, wasn't that a lovely reel of him packing the balls into the bags and into that box? And oh yeah, I loved it. I watched it like on repeat for a while. Oh my goodness. Yeah, thank you, Rachel. And you're making the cardigan. Well done. So this is one of those staples, isn't it? I mean, I like this one as well, the Daisy cardigan. For me, that's one of the staples. Of course, it's too hot now. I mean, Charlotte likes it now because she likes having a nice warm cardigan. But you wear it sort of seasonal, and you always go back to those same pieces um, that you know, that you've made and that you wear in certain times of the year. So yes, really felt part of the trip. Well, yeah, Ingrid, that's exactly what I wanted you. That's the feeling that I wanted you to get. Yeah. Right, everyone. So, yes, I am so happy that you're all here, that we are ready to have a little bit of a chat about certain things that I have been discovering as well, that I have been experiencing. And I hope you haven't. But from, I'm also in some Facebook groups, and I read posts that are, obviously posted there. And I feel what's going on, sort of, I don't have, I don't get involved in big, whatever, but it's nice to know the kind of posts that people are posting, because that's what you're concerned about. And I've had, a couple of things pop up over the last few weeks, and I wanted to talk to you about it. Do you remember in the beginning of the year, we talked about our email and how, we all had so many emails and it's a bit overwhelming. And then I sort of advised you to try and remove, delete, unsubscribe. And I have to say, I want to come back to that first of all before we start with my new topic. My email life is much better. I have subscribed since then to most of the oh my goodness, there's a fluff, to most of my emails that I wasn't reading. Okay, so you get these emails. There's a bit of fluff. Oh my goodness. I hope it's gone now. Yes. Okay. So there were certain emails that I was just not reading, and I have unsubscribed to all of those, and my email list is so much better. So I hope that was useful advice back then, and I hope that that lingers in your head as well, to keep, yes, subscribe to things, but also if you find you're not reading those emails, just unsubscribe to them. Okay. But in the meantime, I have been experiencing a couple of things. And I know from, like I said, from reading posts in Facebook groups, crochet Facebook groups, but also other Facebook groups that I'm into, um, they are experiencing other things as well. So that's what I wanted to talk about. And mainly it will concern scams. So people are being scammed, things are happening, and I just want to talk to you about that today. So you do not get, scammed basically. So you don't get any problems. You can recognize a scam, and you know you can just walk away from it. Okay. Um, we here in our community, yes, Angela, fantastic. Yeah. So, in our community, we really, the group we have is so lovely. We help each other. And that's what I want to do with you as well here in the live. Okay. I have noticed, or maybe you have noticed as well, the wonderful, the magnificent, huge crochet projects that they post. So there's a picture that does the rounds, and I'm sure you've seen it, of a sofa. And on that sofa is a huge octopus, and it's crocheted. And so somebody finds that picture and they say, has someone got the pattern for this? And of course, there is no pattern, right? There's also that old lady, and she's got like this huge lion that she's made. Has anyone seen these pictures? Or she's sitting on the sofa and she's got all these huge crocheted toys that she's made. Have you seen those kinds of pictures? Well, these days you can do a lot with a computer, right? Have you seen today's thumbnail? Right? Did you see the thumbnail of me standing there like this, whatever it was, like that? What was in the background? What was in the background? It was the earth. Okay. So clearly, I did not go into outer space to have that picture taken. Did I put two pictures together? And that's perfectly possible. With a bit of photoshopping, you can do all kinds of things. But nowadays, yes, Solveig, AI, artificial intelligence. You type in a sentence, I would like my grandma in a picture showing off her newly crocheted toy. And there you have it, an old lady with a huge crocheted lion or whatever it is that she's holding. And it looks like crochet, but it isn't. There is no pattern. These are things, yes, we could sit down and make them. I'm sure I could sit there and try and figure out how to make that huge octopus, which will take up my whole sofa, right? But that would take me months and months to do, would take ages and ages of crocheting and, lots of films watched while I'm crocheting, lots of yarn, lots of stuffing. It wouldn't be realistic. So you can see that they are AI. There's always something wrong. Maybe the lady has 6 fingers. Maybe the octopus has a third eye, something like that. Okay. Please do not be duped by these pictures. Please don't think that you can make them as well, because it would take a lot of effort. Okay. It's just someone there typing it in to a AI program, and they come up with these, maybe chat GPT or whatever it's called, and they come up with these pictures. Okay. So that's one of those things, the AI pictures, and you can see it so clearly. Now, it is not only, yes, exactly, they put them in different Facebook groups, and I don't exactly know what they are trying to achieve, but they are trying to achieve that you comment on it. Do they want to feel pleased, that people are liking their crochet work because they haven't made it, or do they go into the comments, check your name, check out your profile, and then start following you for the wrong reasons? Yeah. So I never comment on posts like that with AI. I never put a comment saying this is AI. I check the comments to see that people say this is AI, but what I do is I report the picture. I report the post. So you go to the 3 dots, say report, and then you can say false information or something like that. Okay? Exactly, Susan. Who would want to make something that huge? As a maybe yes, as a challenge, but what's the point, right? So yeah, then there's and it's not the AI pictures is not only in the crochet group. Okay, I am now as well, because I do some watercolor. I am in some watercolor groups, and oh my goodness, there's people there who say, "Oh, look, I painted this, and it is a fantastic painting." But it's not watercolor, it's AI. You can tell. You can tell. You cannot get your colors that bright. You cannot get a picture of your painting replicated that bright. You cannot do that unless, well, unless it's AI, basically. And yes, so try not to click on them, but report them. So all I did for a whole week was report those watercolor pictures. And if you go to the profile of that person posting them, her whole wall was full of those pictures. Every 15 minutes she posted a new picture, so you can't paint them that quick. And every bird was anatomically correct, every lion was correct, everything was. So you can't paint like that. Even the best painter, maybe, but it would take months to complete a picture like that. So yes, there are AI pictures doing the rounds in, I guess, all the niches, all the different ideas. People will come up with all kinds of, yeah, AI, yeah, yeah. You need to be aware, because like with watercolor, it's a standard that you cannot reach. It's a standard of crochet that is just simply impossible or even redundant. There's no need to make a big thing like that. There's no need to make the perfect watercolor painting for a hobbyist, it's for enjoyment. But it makes you think, oh, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I'm like, look, that person can do it. But it's not, it's a computer. So all I did for a week was report, 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 false information, false information. And now they're gone. I haven't seen any more. So, if we take action on those things, we report them, then I'm sure, that it will get, maybe it will get less. But please do not be fooled. Do not think that your work is not good enough because there are standards out there. No, those standards do not exist. Okay, it's a computer, right? So please do not be discouraged by that. But, be aware that it's AI. Enjoy the picture. It's a lovely picture, but be aware. Okay, that's all I want to, that's what I want to say. And also, yes, it is clickbait. They want you to say something, then they can go in, and on some of these posts, there was clearly someone saying, probably a guy saying, oh, I would like to become your friend, blah, blah, blah. Can you message me via Messenger? No, right? So not only that, but then, things like that happen. And this is why I don't react to these posts. I just report them. Okay? Not click, never click, never click on anything. Okay? Thank you, Veronica. Thank you. Yes, exactly. STL led. Why do they have the time to do this? You do wonder why people do this, how they find the time to do this. Why do they want a job hobby that's perfect? It's never perfect. It's always great because it's handmade, But anyway, now, so that's about those pictures. And very often, when I look at those AI pictures, there'll be something wrong as well. There'll be a mistake somewhere, and that will be a telltale sign. So that's that. And then I saw somebody mention this earlier already as well. There's some people who post a picture of work. Now, I'm not saying their work. They will go and steal a picture somewhere. They will go to Pinterest, find let's say, a lovely blanket made by someone else. They nick the picture, they post it in a Facebook group and say something that will draw attention to them. So they're saying, I'm posting this here because my husband says that my work is not good enough, but I know that you will appreciate it here. Do you like my picture? If you would like the pattern, then please mention pattern in the comment and I will send it to you. Something like that. First of all, they did not make that. Second of all, they are saying something that will elicit your reaction. So my husband does not like this. People will start saying, don't worry about what your husband says, do what you like, we like it. So immediately that people are reacting to that. Thirdly, they will send you a link to go somewhere, but where does it lead to? Because they have not got the pattern, because they nicked the picture somewhere. Okay, so again, do not click, do not react. I don't know what it could be. So they're wanting. That is like clickbait. They're wanting reactions to then be able to go into your profile, maybe. Sometimes people say, oh, don't react because my Facebook page is hacked. How does it get hacked? How do you get noticed? Because you've reacted to a post like this somewhere, right? Do not click, do not react, report. I report those posts as false information because first of all, their husband has not said anything, because the second of all, they never even made that thing. Okay, they've just nicked the picture. And if you go to those profiles, they are not real people. They will have a wall full of those kinds of pictures. My grandma made this, but she's too embarrassed to post it. I am a lefty with whatever, something wrong with me, there's always some, and there's other reasons that I'm not mentioning because I don't want to, go down routes like that. But they will use some sort of sexuality or some condition or disability. Why does that need to be mentioned? It doesn't need to be mentioned, right? You made it or you didn't make it. And in this case, they didn't make it. They just want attention. Yeah. Yeah. So when you go on those sites, there's always something, you might leave something behind that you're not, like your email address or something, you know? So do not click, do not react, just report those posts. Okay? So the three dots at the top, go in there, click on that. It says report false information because they did not make that picture. Yes, again, Regina. Yeah, those stories. Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, and I started reading. I thought, well, what's this? And then it got no, no, no. I'm not interested. I've got enough in my head. I've got enough going on in my life. I do not read other stories. I will read a book if I want to read a book. Right? So yes, you are being taken somewhere. Not exactly sure why or what for, but don't click. Don't click. Just scroll on. Right? Okay, I've got a list here because, of course, over the last few weeks, I've been trying to, so we've had the AI pictures. Yeah. Yeah. So, the attention seekers, I've seen less of those, to be honest. But yeah, and to be honest, they are not only in the crochet groups, they are also in the watercolor groups. It's really weird how the same things happen in all the different hobbies that, I do. Yeah, Ingrid, exactly. I'm talking about that in a moment as well. I will explain to you how that works. Yeah. 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 Okay. I'm talking about those buying scams in a moment. Okay. Right. Now, also, before we go on to um those buying scams, I wanted to say um emails, right? You get spam emails as well. Spam, scam, phishing emails where they are saying to you, you have won something, click on this, do not click. We have taken this amount of money out of your account. If you would like to, if you would like to dispute this, click here, do not click. They did not take that amount out of your account. You have a parcel waiting for you. No, I don't. I didn't order anything. Don't click. Okay. So you get emails, and always there's something like click on this, click on that. Do not click. If you're not expecting a parcel, or certainly not from that courier, do not click. Okay. Report. So I have emails that I get from Belgium, obviously, because I'm subscribed there as well. So I report to a Belgian national email. Emails here in the UK are report as well. And I think it's report at phishing.co.uk or something like that. So you can find the email address. You can ask Google where to report a scam email or where to report a phishing email, and it'll give you an email address. Once you have it in your contacts, all you have to do is type the first word and you can easily send it there, and you get something back saying thank you for reporting this, we are looking into it, and we've reported, we've stopped the emails from so many and so many. They don't actually, it's just a set email, but They need the emails to be able to stop them. And maybe they can't act on every email, but I think it has helped because for me personally, I have been reporting these emails for a long time now, for a couple of years, and I'm reporting less and less emails. Okay. So if you get emails like that, delete them. Delete them or report them and then delete them. Okay. So make sure you do not click on anything. Do not reply to them. Do not read them. Just get rid of them. Okay. So in your spam, there will be some of these emails every time, every 10 days I go and have a look, and there's one or two in there now. Before there was a lot more. So for me, it's gotten a lot less. Do not react to them. Don't worry what they say, because I've had horrible emails, but just, it's not true. They don't know anything about you unless you then start reacting. Okay. So click them away, delete them. Yes, exactly, Hella. That is why I want to talk about. Hella says, we have the same problem here in Denmark, and I guess it's worldwide. And what about older people who just don't understand what it is about? Exactly. I want to talk about this just in case you have no idea what it's all about. Please, please, please do not I mean, even my dad was saying, but Anya, the first time I got a mail like that, I was really worried. I said, Dad, there's nothing they can do. It's not true, and it looked like it came from the taxes. They had to pay extra taxes, or it came from the police, and it came from this and that. No, Dad, it's not true. Just don't even, if you read the first line, you realize it's a scam, delete it. Don't even read the rest of it. I've had emails a couple of weeks ago where I had to pay a ransom for so-called information that they found on my computer. And I'm like, oh, yes? What did you find? A crochet pattern? I was, I just deleted it. I reported it. And that's, you know, Yes. So you can exactly, Nessa, you can hover over, but I'm a bit cautious about saying that because if you accidentally click, then you've clicked it. But you can take your mouse and hover over the link or the email address, and you will see that it's not a proper email address. You will see that, for example, if it's supposed to be from your bank, don't click on it. Go to your bank the way you usually go. Click the email away and just go and have a look at your bank details, statements, the way you usually do via your web browser with typing in your things, but not coming through an email. Okay? Go there independently. Whatever that email says, you can check whatever it is that they're saying by not going through a link on that email, but going independently to your web browser, typing in the name of the company, of your bank, of the courier, whatever, and typing in the things there, not through that email, because that email might send you somewhere else to a fake website of your bank, and then you've got problems. Okay. Yes, I can see here people are saying Netflix. Yeah, my Netflix account is going to be finished. Yes, my TV license didn't go through, and can you please check the payment via clicking this link? No, I can't check the payment because it's on direct debit and it will go through. What else is there? Yeah. Stupid emails. Yes, ignore them. There is if even if even if the payment didn't go through, you will notice it in your Netflix account and then you can take action. But before that happens, why worry about it, right? Oh my goodness, yes, Sharon, you've got to be diligent about just your bank account and checking your account regularly in the way that you usually do, not through a link in an email that somebody sent. Even if you think it was the bank that sent it, I get emails from my bank, and in there it says, if you're not sure about clicking a link in this mail, please go through your web browser and open up a new page and go to your accounts that way. Okay? And that is perfectly fine. Yeah, that's the way you should be doing it. Okay? Yeah. Spelling, very often there's spelling mistakes in those emails. Um, they will be very good at copying the logo, at making it look the same, but there might be a spelling mistake, even a space and then a point, and that can be a mistake as well. So whenever you see any email and you're not sure, don't go through the email. Go to a fresh web page, open up whatever it was that that email was talking about, and check independently, and you will see everything is fine. Okay? Yes, exactly, Nessa. If something sounds suspicious, if something comes out of the blue, like this parcel that I'm supposed to be picking up, do not go and do that, because it's not right. If it's too good to be true, like I've won so many holidays, I've won unbelievable prizes, I've inherited millions and millions of dollars, but unfortunately, yeah, I didn't act on it. Or it's the wrong bank. Yes. Yes, it's the wrong bank. Or it's the wrong language. From me, I get emails from Belgium as well, and they're like, oh, yeah, this, but of course, I don't have that in that language. So there's no point in me getting that email, because I can clearly see that it wasn't meant for me. So, yeah. Yeah. Strange, yeah, strange email addresses, exactly. Yeah, all that. So we just need to be looking and reading properly and maybe hover over the email. But to be honest, don't waste time. You know your Netflix account is being paid. You know your TV license goes by direct debit. Unless things really go wrong, you will find out. You don't need to be notified in advance. If my Netflix stops being paid, then I will set it up again, but I will notice the day that I can't watch it. Okay? So, oh no, Julia, yes, report it to the police. Yes, that's something that happens as well. Um, if somebody out of the blue, your daughter, somebody with a different number than you normally would think, that they contact you with, say, oh, I've lost my phone, can you send me some money? Well, obviously, just call them on their normal phone and they will answer. But that's a scam as well, so other people have gotten a hold of your information, and they worked out that you've got a daughter, and so they try to get you to send them money, not your daughter. Yes, Ivy, the handbag pattern is there. So if you want to get started on that, just start with making a big square, and then that will set you off. Oh my goodness, yes. Yeah, of course, Francis. Yeah, they would need his bank details. Exactly. Yes, telephone calls. We've turned up, we no longer have a landline, because we were getting these scam calls all the time. And I was sitting and crocheting in the sofa, and then the phone would ring, and I would have to get up and go and answer it, and it would be a scam. And I would be like, no, no more. Oh my goodness. Yeah, strange calls from other countries, exactly. Be aware of those too. Do you know, um, if uh, everybody that I want, that I know, and that could possibly be my friend, and that could possibly contact me on my phone, I have them in there as a name. And if it's a caller number, then I'm like, okay, what is this going to be? So that's a red flag straight away. And yes, sometimes your doctor surgery calls you back or something like that, and then it will say call number withheld or something like that. But you are expecting that phone call, so that's different. If you know that you're going to get a call from someone who doesn't normally contact you, yes, that's fine. But obviously, out of the blue, you know, when you answer, be aware. And because, of course, yes, some companies do not call you. Your bank should not be calling you. You contact your bank. They don't contact you. And sometimes when this used to happen, so thinking about it, I get a lot less pictures. I get a lot less phone calls like that. But because, of course, I'm here working from home, I have I don't have the time, but I have the opportunity, you see. So I would reply the call and I would just go like this. Yeah. Hello. Yeah. And I would realize it was a scam call. So I would just be working. Yeah. Yeah, actually, no, I haven't got my computer on. I'm working on my computer. No, yeah, I would have to go and turn my computer on. Yeah, well, actually, I was cleaning, but I'll have to go and plug it. Does it have to be connected to the internet? So I would keep them talking. I would keep them talking for as long as I possibly could. One time I kept them talking for about 20 minutes before they realized actually that I was just never going to, give in to it. And I was like, yeah, but does it have to be to the internet? And what do I type now? I was working while I was doing this. I was fully typing on my computer while I was saying to them, how do I turn my computer on? So yes, and it was fun. And what I thought was the longer I keep them talking, the fewer people they can actually scam. Yes, I know. They're getting smarter and smarter, Julie. I've had that as well. They've died down now. It's mainly the emails, but yeah, just be vigilant. Know what you're expecting. If it's out of the blue, don't react to it. Just yes, yes. I've seen that online. The American policewoman, and then she gives the telephone number or the address, and of course, it was the police station. It was so funny, um, you know. But I also watched, and I advise you next time you want to watch something on YouTube, because you will learn a lot from that about these scams, how they work, and then also if you know how they work, you can avoid being scammed. It's called Scammer Payback, and it's a channel. They've got loads of followers, and they play with these scammers. They find them as well. They have been able to have quite a few arrests. They're working together with people like AnyDesk, where they go onto your computer and they use, um, they can use your computer from remotely. And so yeah, the Scammer Payback, really worth watching a few of their videos to see how it's done, how they deal with it. They've got like fake computers set up so they can be scammed, but of course they're fake as well. So they've got a fake bank account, they've got a fake everything. And then while they are being scammed, they are also into the hackers' computers, and they are deleting all the files. Not only are they deleting them, they are taking them, putting them on their computer, and then deleting them from the scammers' file computers, and then they tend to go through what they have gained from the hacker's computer and try to contact any victims if they can. and try and make good with them. So yes, yeah, yes, popcorn time, but also Hella, crochet time. I have crocheted by many of their videos. I've really enjoyed. Well, enjoyed is a big word. I have watched their videos and I've learned a lot of the scams that happen. So yeah. So that's a good one to do. Yes, the Agatha shawl. Oh my goodness, so many people are still loving making that. It's just such a fantastic. We're gonna have to do a special soon. We will do a special live um, Sunday talk about the reading shawl because it's been such a wonderful thing. So yeah, yeah. So yes, exactly, Julie. We are talking today a bit less about crochet, but I want to give you the tools to not be scammed online, to not fall victim to phishing, to know what to look out for, and to make sure that you are safe online. Okay? Right, so that's that. Then, yes, there is, like it was mentioned earlier. So Dirk posts on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. He posts pictures of things that people have made, things that I have made, items, blankets, squares, even the cardigan, whatever. And minutes, within minutes of him posting an item, I think even it happened with this bag as well. I get a message is it via Messenger? Yes, probably via Messenger or via Instagram or DM. And it says, "Is this for sale?" And I'm like, well, the thing is, I don't sell anything. So I know it's not for sale. And I can understand that if you are someone who makes things from crochet or any other craft and you put the item out there, you want somebody to contact you and ask, is this for sale? Because you are looking for sales, you are trying to sell things. And I can understand that it's easy to say, yes, it is for sale. And then this person then says, oh, how much do you want for it, or what's the price, or whatever. And then of course you say your price and they say, yeah, that's fine. And then I said, where do you live? Because, where do I have to ship it to? Because you'll have to pay postage. And then they said, oh, anywhere. And we're like, you can't be just living anywhere. Obviously, you live somewhere. And then they said, yes. And I got this address in Birmingham, somewhere in the UK. And I was like, okay. But then with another person, I got an address in Chicago. And I said, well, the thing is, you see, I was pretending I was selling it, okay, because I wanted to find out more. The first few, clearly I'd said, no, I'm not, I don't sell anything. But it kept on happening, and I thought, I want to find out more. Let's find out. Let's say yes and see what happens. So, yes, I said, yes, for sale. Yeah, this is the price. And then he said, do you have, so, and then I said, he said something about how can I pay you? And I said, well, PayPal, whatever. And then he said, well, no, and you need Zelle. Do you have Zelle? And I'm like, no, I don't have that. And I'm like, well, and then I sort of finished with it because I thought I don't want it to go any further because obviously I'm not selling it. This is not even my, this was on on another picture. This is not even my object. I can't be selling it. I've got to find an excuse now to say, well, that's it. Then I can't sell it to you. But in the meantime, I have found out that actually this is what they do. Okay. So they see an object. They're like, okay, I'm going to ask them for the price. The higher the price that you say, the better. They love it if the price is high. And you think, okay, then it doesn't matter where they live because it's never going to be sent to them. But Sandra, yeah, oh my goodness, that's a good one as well, isn't it? Yeah. So, yeah. So then what happens in this scam where they want to buy your item is that so once you've then set up an account with that seller, um, they will then pay you the wrong amount. So, for instance, let's say your item is £50, they will send maybe £55. And I'm just guessing here, okay? So, and then they'll say, oh, I've accidentally given you too much money. And then you will say, yeah, but okay, shall I pay you back the £5? Because we are innocent, aren't we? We are honest. So you pay them back the £5, and then, and I guess this is why they want you to use Zeller, because it's easier to do a chargeback. So, or if it's with PayPal, for example, or even with Zeller, they will then ask for the money back because they never got the item. And then they get the full amount back. So they get their £55 back. So in a way, they've made £5. And I'm only, this is only £5. Normally it's, like big amounts. For example, if you say, yes, it's £500 and they'll give you £5,000, and you give the 4,500 back because you're an honest person. But then they will ask for the £5,000 back. So you're £500 out and they've made £500. Do you see what do you understand how that works? So they ask for the full amount back because they never got their item, but they've already asked for the amount on top back. So they've got extra money anyway. So yeah. So yes, make sure that if you do sell things, so depressing, Janie, isn't it? Yes. Yeah. Yeah. So make sure that if you send a refund, they can access your money. Oh my goodness. Yes, Julie, exactly. See, I don't know exactly how this Zeller works, but yeah, I found out it was a chargeback that they can request or something like that. And then they can access the money in there. So if you sell things, please do it via a website. If you sell via your own website, via Etsy, via some other organization or whatever, make sure you always do your transactions through that. Okay. I've had people contacting me wanting to buy yarn, and they said, can I buy this yarn from you? And they had a picture of just like Dirk had posted one of the pictures of the balls. Can I buy 6 balls of this? I said, yes, fine. So I sent them a link to our website. And they said, no, I can't go to your website. Can I buy it here? This was on Facebook Messenger. I was like, well, actually, I can't sell it to you unless you do it via our website. No. I can't go to your website. I want to buy it here. And I'm like, well, why can't you go to our website? Because I can't sell it to you here. So we had this backwards and forwards and back, and I gave up in the end, obviously, because this was a scammer who was trying to get me to sell it to them via Facebook, then, do whatever it is that they do. So, then he was going to send me money, the wrong amount, then I had to reach, all that. So please do not sell it to anyone outside your normal way of selling it via a website or some sort of, organization that you sell your things through. I know if you sell through Etsy or if you sell through a website, something else, or your own website, yes, it's going to cost you money, a little bit of money for everything that, every item that you've sold, but it's much better to pay for that service and be secure, be safe, than not pay for that service and be scammed. Okay. Also, I can see someone mention it as well. If you have somebody contacting you saying, Anya, I really like this cardigan. Can you make this for me, please? I will pay you on this date, and when is it ready? Right? And I'm like, I'll be saying, yeah, fine, that's fine. So you go and get the yarn, you get started. And when that day comes, you try and contact that person. They're not there anymore, or they've blocked you, or something like that, right? So you've made this, you've spent all that money getting that yarn, you've made this, and the seller has gone because they never intended to buy, or they don't want to pay. They'll pay, they'll say, no, I don't think that's what it's worth. I'll give you, you know, a tiny amount. So when you make an order, always as well, ask for money in advance. Ask 50% in advance or the whole amount. Make sure you protect yourself, okay? And also, again, make sure you do it in a way that you are protected, that there is some sort of, you know, yeah. PayPal to buy is good as well because obviously you've got some seller protection, buyer protection. You've got some protection there. But try not to do all kinds of things that they're asking for. Like Zella. Zella itself is an app like PayPal, so it's not Zella that's the problem. It's the scammers being able to use it to their advantage. That's the problem. Yeah. Exactly. Yes. You don't even. So for me, I don't sell these items that Dirk shows off that our subscribers have made. Obviously not. But they're so keen. They're so keen to try and do their little scam with me that they don't even say, yeah, it doesn't matter where I live. Just tell me the price. And I'm like, surely it matters where you live because otherwise I can't send it to you. So they're not even worried about where you live. They don't care what the item is. It just happened to be an item posted on. I'm sure that if I was making what if I posted watercolor painting, maybe somebody might want to buy that, you know? So whatever the item is, they're just trying to do this scam with you, and it doesn't matter where you are, and the more it costs, the better, because then they can make more money. Yes. So Dirk says we our website is completely legit, it's completely encrypted. Everything is safe, okay? Just so that you know. Ah, yes, Sharon, that is fantastic. The way to do that. You share pictures on Facebook, okay, but you've got your group of friends there, you've got your group of customers that you've built up, and they're all your customers. And that's, in a way, that's a safe way to go. So the person you're selling it to, that you've had transactions with them before. It's a sad, sad situation that we cannot just rely on people to, you know, unbelievable. In the way they take advantage of us. We are just small hobbyists trying to sell something, and we can have to be so careful because, you know, yes. So one more thing There's one more thing as well that I wanted to mention, and then we'll talk about the yarn in the background and the blanket. So I also get this message from Meta, so to speak, but it is in a DM via, I think it's via Instagram. Is it via Instagram? I can't remember now. But I can't report them. So on Instagram, the messages, all you can do is archive, I think, but you can't report, and that's probably why they are contacting me there. And they're saying, "Oh, your Facebook page is going to be closed because you've done some illegal activities, blah blah blah." Excuse me? No, I've not done illegal activities. Surely not posting some projects in crochet. But you know what I mean, you get all, and the other day someone said, "Oh, I wasted so much time because I got a message from Meta saying that I had been doing that, my Facebook page was going to be closed." No, that's not how they contact you. You do not get a message via a DM from some sort of person saying your Facebook group is going to be closed. No, you don't. It's going to be, I don't know how, but it's going to be like an official thing. It's going to be clear that it is Meta. And anyway, what are we doing wrong? Posting too many hooks with the number nines and calling ourselves hookers? you know? So, yeah, so be aware, think, and don't click. Okay? Don't click on anything. But I hope that our little chat has helped you with that. And yes, sometimes it's nice to be posting something and straight away somebody wants to buy it. But again, where is this world coming to? They're not real. They're just there to make money. They're just there to try and make some money out of you. Okay, so the way Sharon is doing it, selling it to family, to friends, to acquaintances, to people you know and who appreciate your work, keep it local. It can be done. Okay, it can be done. Right, yes. Molly, that's a nice way as well, selling at farmers markets, selling an actual physical stall, you know. Chris, it is out of stock, of course, because we are making a new one. Yes, last year's is out of stock, of course, but it's going to be the same product, right? So we'll change the picture when we have, yes, the proof. I have sent all the files to make the proof for next year, of course. So we're working on the one for next year. Yeah. So of course, Chris. Yes. You'll have one next year if you want one. So go to the out of stock, let yourself be notified, put your email in there, and it will come out soon. Okay. Once we have the proof, we will update the pattern, the product, and you will get an email saying that it is in stock for next year. Okay, so that's where we're at. We will be sending them out on the 15th of November, and we will start selling them as soon as I have my printed proof. It's happening. Fantastic, Nancy, fantastic. Yeah, there's no point in having the old one because we're halfway through the year and it's a calendar. So you need to make sure that you can start from the beginning. Okay, so I can see people saying, yes, I've bought from you. It's a wonderful service. And yes, of course, we have Dirk packing all those balls, packing all the parcels, fulfilling all the orders. And he has lots of work. You're keeping him busy. Thank you for that. But we also want to see what happens. So he's showing you what he is doing with packing everything. But we want to see you unpacking it. So we want to see unboxing videos. So if you get your parcel, prop up that phone, put on video, press record, and do us an unboxing video. Put it in the Facebook group, put it on your channel if you have a channel. Let us know via some sort of social media that you have unboxed your order. We would love to see your unboxing videos. So please make an effort and do a little bit of an unboxing. So you can put it in our Facebook group because we all want to see what you bought. Same here. He knows what's in it. I don't. If you have a YouTube channel, talk about us in one of your videos. Mention us, link us, hashtag us. Let us know. Send us send us a link to your video once you've published it, so you can, we can go and watch it. Let us know if you've done that. Yeah, Nessa. Yeah, I think we've seen. Yes, we've seen. But yeah, do it. So that you can have your little moment with our things, unboxing it, and so we can see what you bought. So it would be great if you could do that. Also, remember, if you have bought some things from us, go back to our website, leave us a review because of the product that you've bought, because that will help others as well with deciding what they're going to buy. If you tell them what you liked about it, but also it helps Google to decide sometimes. I don't know how that works. And also it makes our site look much more credible if you're there and you're leaving, a nice review, or maybe a critical review. I don't know, but let us know how you feel about us. Okay. And then finally, let's talk about next week's project. Oh my goodness. Look at this lovely blanket. I love it. I didn't make it. So last year in the autumn, we had really bad weather. And Teresa, one of our moderators, she was like, Anya, I am so fed up with the weather. I want to look forward to spring. And she said, I have a plan, but can I talk to you about it? And I'm like, yeah, of course. So she said, I would like to make a blanket that gives me all the vibes and all the joy and all the happy colors of spring. And she had a lovely idea of putting these squares together, the colors, the reason why she combined these colors. Oh my goodness, we had such a lovely little conversation about it, and she was so enthusiastic. She said, this is cheering up my dreadful autumn. And she worked on it, and she was, oh my goodness, she was completely, I know, Vinita, I know. She was completely submerged into these colors, into these squares, into going about how to putting it together, where to put. Oh my goodness, she spent a couple of weeks making this blanket, and she loved it. So we've decided that, of course, it's going on the channel. We want to bring you that joy as well. It's an easy way to make a blanket. It's a fantastic blanket. Wouldn't it be perfect for a spring picnic? I mean, even if you have to have that picnic on your sofa, it would be a perfect blanket. Just so, let me show you. Oh, there we go. I promised I would show it from closer up. But yes, I mean, look at this. She's made this so nicely. Loving simple squares. Simple squares, but what makes them special is the colorways. She's got different colorways, and every colorway has a story. So this is the cherry blossoms. These are the crocuses. These are the little lambs in the fields. Yes. So all these little stories all the way, all over the blanket. And it's again simple squares, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows. That makes them a little bit bigger, makes them easier to put together because your blanket will grow so much quicker. So she's chosen a lovely pack of colors, as you can see. There's 2 whites because you'll use quite a bit of white in your squares. And oh my goodness, such a lovely way to make a blanket. So sometimes simplicity is key, is the best thing. And being able to just sit and make these squares, all you needed is 2 balls and you're off. You can make a number of squares. Then once you've done those, 2 other balls, and you can make those squares. Oh my goodness, yes, I can see how much fun can be had with this blanket. So obviously, Teresa made this blanket. She has given me all the information, and I have made a mini version in the video to tell you exactly what had to be done to get this result. So I hope you will be interested in making this blanket, but also it's one of those blankets like a staple almost. Sometimes you think, what shall I make? What shall I make? Oh, this one could be just your go-to blanket to make, or to even just like with the legacy blanket, those squares are so easy to just make. And when you have enough, you put it together and you've got a blanket. You've got a present, you've got a gift, you've got something fantastic. So there we go. That is Teresa's blanket. I really enjoyed. Oh, what's going to happen? Okay. I really enjoyed watching her get so enthusiastic about designing this blanket herself. And I was there to just, because she was asking questions, and I was like, yeah, do that or do this, and she was like, yeah. So we, sort of, she was the leading force in this, and it was just so nice to see how she was doing it, and coming up with a lovely blanket. So yes, obviously this blanket is going to go back to Teresa, so I will show it again next week, but then I think I'm going to send it back to her because I still want her to be able to enjoy it this summer. So yes, I think it's a lovely summery blanket, but of course, yes, we have called it Joy of Spring because this was her little story that during the autumn she was just, she said, I need something that's going to make me look forward to spring, and that's going to make me think I'm in spring. Working with all these spring colors. So yes, that was the setup for this blanket, and I hope that you will like it as well. So on Wednesday we will have a lookbook for it, which I might add, I filmed for, but also Teresa filmed for it. So she went to the garden center near where she lives, and she was filming it like I normally do, just put a blanket down and then film. So she did the same. So that must have been a fun outing as well. So so yes, so you can see some of her filming efforts, and of course I've put some of mine in there as well because I could not stop I could not take myself, hang on, what am I trying to say? I could not stop myself from going to the park with that blanket and doing a little photo shoot because it's just too adorable. So there we go. That's what I was trying to say. Yes. Oh, there is Dirk suggesting it's an ideal summer project, making squares in the garden in the sun. Perfect. Um, yes, Cassandra, obviously I haven't met, well, Teresa made this blanket during the winter. So, we do have things up our sleeves sometimes. I've got to have 2 videos a week. Hey. Oh, yeah, that's fine. Claudia, whatever works for you. If you get confused with a particular way of joining, join whichever way you can do it. Yeah. Yeah. So yes, we are. Yes, I know. I publish a lot of projects, and we've had a lot of big projects as well. I am going to do some smaller ones, but yes, I mean, you don't have to make everything, and if you do want to make everything, you just have to crochet faster. There we go. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, 45 degrees. Oh. Thank you, Cindy. Yes, so today we were talking about scams and being safe on the internet, making sure that we don't get scammed, we don't fall victim to any phishing emails out there. We guard ourselves, and that is the main thing. Think about, is it coming out of the blue? Is this too good to be true? Why is this happening? And just, yeah, if there's a red flag going up, then just walk away or report. Delete it and don't even think about it anymore. That's all we can do. If we don't get caught, if they can't get us, then maybe they'll be discouraged. But obviously there's so many people in the world, and it's like somebody said, I can't remember who it was, there are people out there who just don't realize. So if you have elderly parents, if you have young kids, even make them aware, tell your friends, make them aware of all these things, because yeah, we don't want them to get the over get the we don't want them to win. We need, whatever we make, whatever we do, we need to keep it for us and not have our money stolen by someone else. Oh my goodness. Right, everyone. Dirk is like, you might want to crochet indoors with the AC on. Yes, 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 Dirk. Oh my goodness. Yes, very well said, Julie. Have a great week, everyone. She says, keep safe, be vigilant, be kind, and keep crocheting. Perfect. So I hope this was a useful live. Thank you for being here. We will talk more about crochet next week, but I just, I've seen several people mention this in Facebook groups or people who have had to deal with this. So I just wanted to talk about this. Okay. Thank you very much for being here. Yes, ask in the group, Cindy. Ask in the group, and we will sort you out there. Bye, everyone. I will see you next week. Bye.